Hi, good morning, Lehites. It's so good to be with you guys, even if it is virtual. I know many of you, but for those that I don't know, my name is Shri Noel. My mother is Gwenny Myricks. I am a board certified internal medicine physician, and I recently started working as a wellness coach. My organization is Step by Step Wellness and Weight Loss, and I coach individuals and help them reach their wellness and their weight loss goals. I am happy to be here today to talk to you a little bit about self-care. We're in the middle of a pandemic, as you know, and that can be really tough. A lot of us are struggling with things like anxiety, depression, feeling overwhelmed, uncertain about our own future, the futures of our children, and it's been difficult finding some ways to unwind, to recharge, to decompress are so important, especially at this really difficult time. So I want to share with you some self-care practices that hopefully you can incorporate into your own lives and make dealing with this current pandemic a little bit easier. So a lot of the times when we think about self-care, we think about, manicures, pedicures, going to the spa and getting our hair done and things like that. And it can incorporate those things. But for me and a lot of other folks, self-care can be much more simple than that. And so those are the things that I'm going to be talking to you about today. So let's get started. So a couple of ways to unwind and decompress. And I just want to point out that we do want to make sure that we're doing that without food. Emotional eating can get us into some, into some trouble, and we may cover that on a subsequent day. But these are some ways to unwind and kind of decompress without using food. So organizing. For some people, this might seem like more of a chore, but what I usually encourage folks to do is take a small project, something that may take you like 10 or 15 minutes, and just organize that part of your home. So for a lot of us, that creates a sense of accomplishment, and that can be super rewarding. Planning or making a to-do list can also be really helpful. That can include planning your meals for the week, picking out your clothes for the next day, and again, making a to-do list. So that constant list of things that are going in our head, getting those all down on paper can be extremely helpful. And again, it's that sort of a sense of accomplishment, that forward thinking is what is rewarding for us. Checking off an item off of that to-do list is also extremely rewarding, that sense of accomplishment once again. And, we're getting things done, we're being productive, it's just a really good feeling. Reading a book. Now, I know a lot of times, we're like, where am I going to get the time to do that? But what I encourage you to do is set a timer for like 5 or 15 minutes, read something for pleasure, something that you enjoy, and just sort of get lost in a book for that period of time. Call a friend or loved one. So this is so important, especially right now. A lot of us are separated physically from our loved ones, and so it's really important to reconnect. That human connection is so important, and you can call your friends or loved ones. FaceTime is super great because you can sort of see each other and communicate that way if you have capabilities on your phone to do that. And, check on your loved ones, see how they're doing. It's particularly your older loved ones and things like that. Take a trip down memory lane, discuss your day, particularly if it was a difficult one for you. All those things can be super helpful and just kind of really uplifting for you as well. Reflect on what you're thankful for. This is another one that I really love. Write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Write down 3 ways that God has blessed you despite being in the middle of this pandemic. Write 3 things that you're proud of yourself for as well. These things can, really be anything, and it just forces your brain to focus on the positive, which we really need to be doing in this time, particularly when we're flooded with so much negative from the, news and media and all that sort of thing. Adult coloring books, a craft, a hobby, things that are just relaxing, things that you enjoy to do. A lot of times in the midst of our busy lives, we kind of get away from some of the things that we enjoy, but this could be a really good time just to kind of get back to that. Journaling, again, getting those thoughts down from your head, your brain, down to paper can just be just a good mental release and can be really helpful for you as well. Taking a walk, getting some exercise. Besides being good for you physically, it's also good for you mentally. Exercising releases endorphins, feel-good hormones, and they really do just exercising, getting your heart rate up, just really makes you feel better. Even if you're not, enthusiastic about getting out there to begin with, a lot of us report feeling, better, feeling rejuvenated after we, would have done so. Lighting a scented candle, aromatherapy candle, putting some essential oils into a diffuser can be super relaxing. Just smelling those good aromas can, be really uplifting for the soul. Taking a bath or shower, besides getting you clean, it also gives you a moment to sort of relax and unwind from your day as well. And last but certainly not least is meditation and prayer. So giving yourself some time to recenter yourself, to spend time in the Word, to, again, taking time to reflect on what you're grateful for, how God's blessed you in the midst of this storm, can be really helpful. Again, taking that focus on the positive in the midst of all the negativity that's going on. It's really, really important to balance that. So those are a couple helpful self-care tips. I hope they've been helpful, and I hope you will incorporate some of those into your life, and hope you will find it helpful. If you have any questions, concerns, or you're interested in finding out a little bit more about me and what I'm doing right now, my website is sbswellness.com, and you can check out things there. Okay, it's been so good hanging out with you guys this morning. Be well.